In this video, we're going to take a thorough look at the toe side, backside 180. For most riders, toe side jumps are usually learned after heel side jumps, and front side 180s are usually learned before backside 180s. This puts the toe side, backside 180 in last place when it comes to which is easiest to learn out of the four regular on-axis 180s wake to wake. With a few key points, we can squash that theory about being the hardest and get you on your way to landing a very stylish and technical 180. First, we're going to talk about the handle. For this 180, you are denied the leverage that you would normally use with other 180s, which makes it easier to spin since your body is already twisted into the toe side edging position. To make up for this loss in leverage and the inability to move the handle, we need to use the handle differently to initiate the spin and advance for the pass. To set you up for this, on the approach it is important to keep your arms slightly bent so you can react quickly to make any handle movements if necessary. If you edge with your arms too straight, it takes too much time and strength to get your arms ready to move quickly enough to make adjustments. Your back and trailing arm will be extended more than your front arm as a result of your twisted position, and you should make sure that bending your arms slightly does not bend or break you over at the waist, which will affect your pop. As you ride through the wake and then pop the trick, you must push downward on the handle with your lead hand to leverage yourself into the spin. Pushing down accomplishes the same advance as a pull and will allow slack enough to pass when it comes time. At the same time you push down, your upper body will lean and tilt away from the boat so you avoid getting pulled forward while you are backwards passing the handle. After the handle pass, you have to make another handle move to stop your rotation and stick the landing. This next handle movement is a push of the handle straight out towards the flats away from the wakes, and this will halt the spin and position the tail of the board properly so you track and edge away instead of sliding out. Now, since we have a lack of leverage and handle movement to initiate the spin, we need to keep the line tension lower. You can accomplish lower line tension with your edge and less angle into the wake. As you build your edge, usually the nose of the board will turn away from the boat more perpendicular and the tension will increase as you get closer. For this trick, you want to keep an angle so the nose of the board is pointed towards the boat, in between perpendicular and parallel to the boat's path, so you are edging more towards the boat instead of straight across the wakes. You will keep this angle all the way through the wake and into the air as you set your axis so it'll be easier to push down on the handle to make the pass. For a normal wake jump, you usually level out the nose and tail after leaving the wake, so you fly through the air balanced and controlled, evenly over both feet so you land evenly. For this 180, it is better if you keep the nose up as you leave the wake, and keep it up as you set your axis to spin. If you pitch over, or level out, you will tip over on the landing and fall over the nose of the board. Keep the nose up on takeoff, and until you pass the handle, and you will fall from the spin with the nose a bit higher than your new tail for a perfect landing. The last and final thing to remember when doing the spin is your spinning position while passing the handle. When facing backwards, make sure your shoulders are furthest away from the boat while your board is closest to the boat. The passengers in the boat should be able to see the bottom graphics of the board if you are leaning properly. This handle pass position will help you avoid getting pulled forward while spinning and position you properly for the landing. So to wrap it up, remember to keep your arms bent slightly on the approach, take less angle when approaching the wake for lower line tension, keep the nose of the board up on takeoff to set the proper axis, and make sure the passengers in the boat can see the bottom graphics of the board to set the correct axis while spinning, and this 180 should be a breeze next time you try it out on the water.